Hello, people. Excuse me. Okay, I can hear myself. It's good. There you go, that's good. Gunston, beautiful. Good start, let's keep going. Hello Fiona, how you doing? Welcome. Should have been 3 goals. Hello Peter Sky, welcome. How you doing? We've been all over them this quarter. Just a shame it's only been 2 goals. Let's not concede here. Free to the Saints. Flippin' heck. Just been dominating so far, but Saints moving just within 7 points in a second. Oh, he's missed. What was that? Bro, what was that? What on earth? Great play, it's early behind. Would have been a great goal to be fair. Big distance. That was really good team play there. Show mark. Good, good, good. very hot in England. I'm just staying hydrated. I'll probably finish this bottle by half time. Have your show. Come on. That's good, that's good. Distance and height. That's what you want. Definitely not complaining about the scoreline, but I'm just saying we should have had more than 3 goals by this point. Then again, the Saints should have got a goal as well, so there is also that. How they missed that, I do not know. Free kick Saints. I'm not really going to complain about that one. I get why that's a free. It may lead to something. They're going inside 50. I think we're a bit lucky that the Saints aren't really doing much with their opportunities. We played well most of the quarter, but the Saints have found ways through. They just can't kick straight. They've just not been awake this entire quarter, really. Is there one game tomorrow or two? Oh, there's one. Let me see. Get it back. Hello, Ravina, how you doing? Welcome. Ah, come on, Watson. Bit of a half chance, really, but still, I wanted to want to get another goal while we're on top. 2:04 left. The tripod is in the way of the timer on the screen. 2 minutes left. Yeah, good, mate, good. How did I get through? Good start indeed. We should have more goals though. I feel like we could have had 30 plus points by now. Then again, the Saints should have 2 goals. Couple easy shots they've missed. Nice. 90 seconds left, let's go. Joel. Nice. Unlucky, unlucky. Good idea. Okay, free kick Saints, that's fine. Saints are fumbling a lot in this first quarter. Missed marks, missed shots. Don't know what's going on with them. Not that I'm complaining. It would be nice to avoid a Saints goal. 20 seconds left. Flippin' heck. Don't drop it there. Okay, nothing conceded. A free goal lead I'll take, but the score could be very different. Alright, let's go. Q2. Straight away. That's what we like. 16 seconds in. That's exactly what I want. Please clear it. Go on, Joel. Get it a nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 5-goal lead. I'm hoping we just keep going so we can be comfortable for the rest of the game. It would be nice. If we can increase the lead even more by half time, you know. Leaves us less to do in the second half. It would be good. Mitch Lewis. Come on. Another! Let's get another, please. There's not enough. Mark for Gunston. Beautiful. Come on, Jack. Nah, it's a miss. That was a great play as well. It deserved a goal. Really 5 minutes into this quarter. Yeah, at the moment, the Hawks are all over them. And whenever since I've had an opportunity to do something, they've just fumbled. Get it off him. Another behind for the Saints. good play here. It's a big bump, that one. The umpire almost got taken out there. Is that high? That's ball up. Oh, I thought that'd been a free kick to Hawthorn there. Looked high to me. Would have preferred Ginnivan to just kick inside 50 there, but fair enough. Body language from Ross in the coach's box says it all. Yeah, I know. He is not a happy man tonight. Especially after that most recent behind. What was that? Saints give possession straight back to the Hawks. Will Day. Excuse me. Hopefully Will gets this goal. Doesn't get to play much. What the flip was that? Behind. Well, I'll get 40 points now. Excuse me. Gunston. His last two shots, neither was that close to the goal, but you know, definitely get a distance that Gunston can make. He's missed them both. We've already scored 3 goals a quarter. The way we've been dominating, I feel like we should have more. Umpire stopped play for the injury. Yeah. It definitely doesn't look good. There's no one around him either. I think it's a landing. He did something on the landing. The commentator is saying hopefully nothing too major. Hopefully, but it doesn't look it doesn't look minor, does it? He looks like he'll be out for a while. Right, play restarts. McDonald, what the? Is that even going in? No, it's out. Found full. Behind for the Hawks again. 6 goals, 6 now. Here come the Saints. Ooh, it's fumbled it again. Mark for the Saints. This should be a goal for them. Caminiti should be a goal here. And he's missed. What on earth? What is going on with the Saints, bro? Nice one, D'Ambrosio. Oh, nice. He's free. Watson. Constant mark. Watson has so much space there. I get that the Saints, they're trying to chase something maybe, but like, I'm surprised Watson had that much space. Like, he had half the field to himself, basically. That's an exaggeration, but it definitely felt like that. Go Gunston! He gets a goal at the third time of asking this quarter. 44 points now. Can you make it 50 before half time? That'd be nice. Welcome, Mask and Dragon. We're just missing Ben now. He's probably not going to be here. If he's not here by now, he won't be here. He's in New Zealand, so I think he's... Well, it depends where in New Zealand you are, but I'm pretty sure his time zone is ahead of Melbourne. Have I still got a streak on Eagles? Yes, despite your comment, I have still kept it there. I got to take some kind of risk, because otherwise I'm never getting 10. If I just tip like 2 games around, yeah, I could eventually get 10, but all it takes is for one to go wrong. And I'm back to square one with less rounds left to get 10. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to put it on West Coast again. I'm going to keep it on West Coast, I mean. Nice one, Lewis. Oh yeah, I forgot the ladder link needs to be different every week. Otherwise, it doesn't update it live. I just remember that detail. Another go. Beautiful. S&2 beat him, I can't complain. Fair enough. Look, Essendon have one win somehow against Melbourne of all teams. I can't. I think we'll be okay. I think I'll be okay, but we'll see. I did say, can we get 50-point lead before half time? It is 50 points right now. Here we come again. Imagine someone sent a Nick Revo compilation and I picked the Saints. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Flippin' heck. Yeah, to be fair, I watched a few compilations back then, didn't I? Bontempelli, Eddie Betts. there's a few teams involved there. Who was the other player I watched a lot of? Can't remember now. Charl or Unlucky? Behind. Saints might be the first in 15 years to have a goalless game. Right now it's possible that the 3 of their behinds should have been goals. Like 3 of their behinds are very easy shots. Like it's mad. They've also fumbled some easy marks as well. Has there been any goalless quarters in state leagues? I don't know if you guys will know those stats. I don't. Well, obviously, I don't know either. That's why I'm asking. Maybe there's a state league team somewhere, but I don't know about AFL level. Another behind for the Saints. But the Saints fans' face palming is something else. Was that free to St Kilda? Why? Saints make Essendon look brilliant in comparison. Give Essendon St Kilda's points. Screw it. Essendon in the 10. It feels weird saying that. It just feels weird saying the 10. To be honest. The 10. It doesn't sound right, does it? I want to go back to saying the 8. Watson mark. And the siren sounds. So either it's going to be 50-point lead, 51 points, or 56 points. Either way, the Hawks are very happy. 56, please. Go Watson. .56 lead at half time. Hello Captain LF, it's been a while, how you doing? I'm getting a lift to work today, so I'm not taking a shower right now. There's normally a time when I pause the stream to take a shower. This is the only stream of the round, by the way. Not ready by choice. Well, actually, kind of by choice. But I'm working overtime tomorrow. I'm going in 2 hours early, so unless you want the first half stream, there's no stream tomorrow. Obviously, I've streamed half a game before, but that's the second half. You know, see the end of the game. And on Saturday, I'm not working on Saturday, but I won't be streaming that day. Funny how every possible candidate has pulled out of the job, so now the clowns even look like idiots, so I have to rule James Hurd out the next few days. Acer with Brascott will easily beat these Saints. I'm reading these comments backwards. When was the last goalless half, guys? Has it been long? Bought a goalless half against Melbourne 2022. Okay, so not that long ago then. Carlton almost, yeah, they were close. I think Carlton got a goal right at the end of that first half at the Gabba. I remember that game. Lions can go on to the last against Tigers 2017-2018. Fremantle's Hawthorn rematch? Maybe. Maybe. Port League against Sydney in 2024. Yeah, there's some interesting examples. Devin Burton's son Archer plays for. I did not know that. No. Is Ross the next coach to get sacked, guys? Well, that's definitely what it seems like. Devon reported on radio today that when Archer got a new contract last month with his first paycheck, instead of buying a fancy car like you'd expect a Victorian to do, he purchased a Maine Coon kitten. Never heard of that type of that breed. Oh, that's cool. That's what they're called. I recognize that type of cat straight away. That's the name of the. Oh, that's cool. Very fluffy. To be fair, I'd probably buy it. Yeah. If I was rich, I'd buy a pet before I'd buy a car. Yeah. And that's not because I can't drive. That's it's, it's just you know, it's a nice option. I'd probably buy multiple players, to be honest. 12-point winners. You don't have a top 10 idea. Yeah, me neither. But it's happened now, so it is what it is. You've never seen a score like this? Brisbane Carlton in the finals a few years ago was pretty bad. Was it like 61-7 or something? I don't know if that was the exact score, but that's just that's just a number that comes into my head. I mean, I'm not saying the Lions will do it because they look worse this year than the last 3 years. But the two times the Lions won the flag, they had to play every week. They didn't play 5 in a row, but if anyone can win it from 10th, is Brisbane from last year. But I don't think I feel like this year they don't have it in them, even though they're still my flag tip. I just like they look a little bit too dodgy this time. Then again, they looked bad in like was it 2 years ago? They looked pretty bad, and then they won the flag. Last year they looked all right. They didn't look like flag winners either, but last year looked better than the year before that. Swans could win the flag, but they got to get over their grand final hoodoo first. They lost the last 4 grand finals. The last thing we did that was flipping St Kilda. Fox are doing a video package on Scott's sacking of Essendon. It's like a dark horror documentary. They should have signed to the Giants forcing goal quarter. I actually haven't yet. No, I haven't. If Freo make grand final, they don't play Hawthorn, they'll have a brand new grand final matchup. Give me a second, guys. I gotta just you know, make a correction. The the list is gonna start creeping out in a second. If forks make granny, will I go? No. If I want to risk getting sacked from my job, maybe. I've used up my holidays pretty much. I had 2 weeks in America in February. I had 2 weeks in Australia in May. And I used one day for an Arsenal game, like in March, as well. And I've got 6 days left, and I've used them all. I've got a week in Africa in July, and then I got 5 days in November. Flights booked and everything to a European country. I know I said I had 6 days left, but like that doesn't include days off. So like if you got a weekend off, you book 2 days off, you get 4 days off. But yeah, you get the point. The point is my holiday allowance is exhausted now completely. So there is zero chance I'd get to Australia. The only way I'd get time off is unpaid, and I'm just like, getting unpaid leave. Just no, it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. Wrong year. Hawthorn almost made it last year, almost. We looked okay until half time, and then Dangerfield decided to turn up, and then he didn't turn up for the grand final. Why aren't you going to the wrestling match in the White House? Wrestling match? Are they not building a UFC arena? Sneak off for a day or two. Yeah, I highly doubt it, mate. Takes a day to fly there, mate. That's 2 days already. Look, like you had to take off on Thursday, land on Friday, grand final Saturday, take off on Sunday, land on Monday. That's what? That's 5 days, just for one day in Australia. Guess it is possible to like fly in on Saturday morning, leave Saturday night, but that just looks suspicious, doesn't it? But even that's 3 days or 4 days. There is unfortunately zero chance. But if Hawthorn make it, I'll be. It might be the biggest stream of this channel ever. No, it probably wouldn't be. There's been much bigger streams that probably won't be topped. But you know, for me personally, if Hawthorn win, then yeah. 2 years ago, when I went to Australia for 3 weeks, I went to work the same day I landed. That was an experience. Actually, I might rework my travel plans for the next 10 years or so. I was going to just save up for Antarctica, go, and then tour Asia. I'm now considering doing some Asia trips first, whilst also saving up for Antarctica. If I no, so for the grand final, I'm planning on just staying up. I don't want to risk it because I'm. I can check actually. Hang on. Grand final day. Yeah, I'm working the Friday. Yeah, actually, but yeah, I booked a holiday as well. I booked a day off for that game because I'm actually working that day. So I would have been working Friday and then 5 a.m. grand final and working Saturday. I'm just like, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll get back home from work at midnight or half past midnight or maybe 1 a.m. depending on how I'm getting home. I'm not gonna go to bed and then try and wake up at 5. I'm just gonna stay up. Then I go to bed after the final. Stadium is still standing. Are the Saints fans known to be that rowdy? They seem quite nice. You don't think the Saints have enough fans to start a riot? Silvani Mark. Wow, the Saints have got to go. That's crazy, guys. It's groundbreaking. Haven't the Saints won one flag? I thought that was like their thing. They won it once ever. 66, right? Who's not won the flag? Just Freo Giants and Gold Coast, right? I think. I remember it was 66 because that's the same year where England won the only World Cup they've ever won. So yeah. So I associate the St Kilda flag with England, and the fact they got a cross on their badge as well. Not the same colour, of course. Goal for Cho. That rhymes. Nice one, Mabby Orr. Yeah, 09 and 2010, the 2 years where the Saints could have won the flag, but did not. Goal Saints. Does this guy in the chat know English? He used the wrong yaw. He can't spell sauce. He spelled sauce wrong for the 50th time now. He definitely scored 20% in spelling bees. You could have kicked it for free? Well, maybe you should do that. Just, you know, find a local footy field and, you know. What do I think? The coding is being paid more, double any single player in all four teams. So I've read that wrong, but I know what you're talking about. How do I feel about that? Well, I mean, that's St Kilda's money. What they want to do, what they want to pay their players is on them. If the coding paid for Hawthorn, I'd be like, oh, why are we paying him that much and everyone else getting paid this much? But I'm just like, if St. Kilda want to spend that much money on him, then who am I to judge? It's their finances. This guy really can't spell, can he? He can't spell fraudulent. He can't. He doesn't know how to use one. He used the wrong one. He used the number one for some reason. And he can't even. He used the wrong there as well. He's either rage baiting or he's stupid. There's no need to take him seriously. Apparently he's a 40-year-old who fought in Vietnam. Goal Saints from the 50-meter penalty. How have they scored 3 goals now? Where's this come from? Drank this whole bloody bottle of this stream and not any in the toilet once. Just sweating it all out, I guess. Go Watson. Beautiful. It's like always thought the job was done and sent their body doubles to finish the job. Speaking of drinks, how great are the big gulps 7-Eleven in the USA, like 1.5 litres of drink for $2. Yeah, the US do things differently. They love anything you can consume, they'll do it bigger over there. Take your time, Lewis. Take your time. Yeah, but it's probably also why the US is so unhealthy. Mitch Lewis behind. Beautiful goal. There's another. I want 100. I want us to get 100 points this game. Can we do that? Yeah, I've had a great time in the USA. The only time in America where I felt a bit like, not in danger, but a bit like, where I felt a bit uncomfortable was at the beach in Los Angeles. They're just people there trying to sell CDs to you. I'm just like, I'm not interested, but they just keep asking you. I'll give you a CD, mate. I'll sign your name. Yeah, here's my CD. Now I want $20. Just go away, mate. But yeah, I never once felt in danger. I've had a great time every time I've gone, actually, yeah. I went once when I was a kid, well, 17. 17th birthday, I went to New York and then Toronto, Canada, and Niagara Falls with my granddad. But with the solo traveling stuff, I did the WrestleMania trip in 2023, did San Francisco and Los Angeles, saw a lot of things, toured some movie studios, obviously watched WrestleMania, went to a couple theme parks. 2024 went to Vegas, Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam, Death Valley, Yellowstone, and Washington DC during protest times. This is like election year, just a few months before the election. It's an interesting time. Half the roads were closed, but still cool to see all the monuments. 2025 went to the F1 Texas, also explored a bit at Austin, Texas. I went to Chicago for a day as well. And then there was February, which is the best holiday of my life. It still is. Orlando, Daytona, Kentucky, birthplace of KFC. Mount Rushmore, Seattle, Denver. Denver, Colorado is amazing. My favorite place in America is Colorado. 100%. Rocky Mountains are there. Red Rocks are there. Couple of things there that I couldn't see because they were closed during the winter. And then Miami 5 days, and then Chicago for WWE. Never once felt unsafe. Episode 9 was the worst. It was re-entering Australia. Constant. Ooh. Behind. Should have said to them, what's a CD? How many states have I been to? What, me? Flippin' heck. New York, New Jersey. That's 2. California. Hoover Dams in Arizona. Or I've been to Arizona. I think while I was... Sorry, wait. When I was in Vegas, went to like 3 other states. One was Arizona. So yeah, obviously there's Vegas, so there's Nevada, there's Arizona, there's whatever the other state was. There's Montana for Yellowstone, there's DC. So that's, what, is that Maryland? What state is DC? Is that just the same thing? That's 8. I feel like I missed one. Texas, that's 9. Illinois. Illinois is the Chicago state, right? That's 10. That's 10. And that's before this year's trip. Orlando and Miami, so that's 11. So 11. Daytona's in Florida, right? Because we had a trip down. No, I think that's still in Florida. That's 11. Kentucky is 12. Minneapolis, I transited through there. If that counts, it's 13. I also transited through Utah. If those count, it's 14. Whatever state Rapid City is in Mount Rushmore, that's 15. Seattle 16, Colorado 17. Where did I go after Colorado? I went to Miami, so that's already counted that. And I went to Chicago, already been and counted that. So 17 then. Wyoming, yes, I went to Wyoming. That's 18. That's 18. Because Yellowstone's in like 3 different states. I went to 2 of those 3 states. So Yellowstone is in 3 states, went to 2 of them, not 3. So there'll be 18. If it's not Wyoming, it's the other one. 18 states then. There's what, 50 something? Is it exactly 50 or is it more than that? Exactly 50. Not 18 then. A couple of the times I went to Australia, I've not had to see a single person until like the exit of the airport. Arlington Cemetery's in Virginia. Oh. All Saints again. They scored 5 goals this quarter. on, Watson. Oh, why have we stopped? Why have we dropped the mark there, man? Would have been the perfect way to kill that momentum again. What was that? Go Gunston. Gunston 5 goals. Saints 5 goals. Saints have had a good quarter. They've lost the game in the first half essentially. But they're still making errors that are giving us some goals. Their defense has just not had a good game at all. I don't know if you guys saw my vlog leaving Australia the last time. Early this month. It doesn't feel like it was this month, you know. I feel like it's been ages now. I was scanning my passport to leave, obviously, and then an officer came up to me and let me through the barrier, and he said, "Follow me around, mate. You got to see an officer." I'm just like, "Whoa, did I do something?" I didn't do anything. They checked my passport. I was fine. Everything was good to go. Then I went to security, and then they detected something in my bag, and I don't know what they detected, but apparently it was the little crocodile I had in my bag. That was the most suspicious thing in the flipping backpack. Just went from a whole bag for nothing. Go Saints! 40 points again. Oh, there's definitely a thing on Fox as well, Mask. They're probably not exaggerating that much, but they definitely talk about how comeback's definitely possible every time the Saints score a goal. They talk about how it is on. How they just go and get the next goal and they can get it down to this much and this much. A JFK pilot asked you if if you use a water bottle filling machine you're standing in front of. Imagine you said no. Well, what if you said there's a line, pal? Get in line. Yeah, seeing pilots and even flight attendants at the airport, I always like let them through. It's like being in school and seeing the head teacher. You don't mess with them, do you? Bit of a weird example, but you get what I mean. When I entered Australia, there was like the entire crew of that Malaysian Airlines flight just came through, and I'm just like, yeah, you can go through to leave the airport. I mean, the part when they check your passports and then send you either to straight to exit or for your bag to be searched. That part of the process, the very last part before you enter Australia. Sicily, that was so clever. I hope this leads to a goal. Nice one, McDonald. On the what in the Saints shorts? McDonald, beautiful. 45. Two more goals from 100. This stream's on 273 views. It's always the Hawthorn streams that I guess people like to watch Hawthorn. Next round is significant because that's the last round before the World Cup starts. Time flies. Saints scored 6 goals this quarter, but we have scored 5. Yeah, I don't have to pay. There are cases when you do, but I don't have to pay. So the first time getting there, they put my bag on standby mode. So if they couldn't put it on a flight because of weight, they'd put it on the next flight to Esperance. Luckily, that wasn't going to be the case. What she did was she weighed my hand luggage, so my backpack, and it wasn't that heavy. At least it was under the limit by I don't know how many kilos, but I was under the limit. And she said because you don't have much hand luggage, well, I call it hand luggage, just carry on, because you don't have that much of that, I won't charge you for the baggage. That's what she said. She said because my carry on wasn't that much, she didn't charge me. Like that was the specific reason. Flying back to Perth, they said nothing. They just checked the bag in. That was it. They didn't say stand memo, didn't say anything. They just literally said, yeah, your bag's checked, go in. I'm still a bit shocked there was no airport security though. I didn't get checked at all at the Esperance airport. I took my suitcase out of a $10 a day suitcase locker. Yeah, I did, yeah. Watson? On the siren, it's behind. Still a possibility of being held on standby on the way back. Possible, yeah, but it didn't tell me anything about that, so I assume just the bag just would have gone straight on. But yeah, I could have left it in Perth. That was definitely, you know, something I could have done. I actually wanted to do Lucky Bay first, but it was not possible to like fly out on Monday, get to Esperance, do Lucky Bay, and then get to Collingwood Hawthorn on Thursday. It would not have been. It just didn't work out. So I'm just like, yeah. Because I would have to fly from Esperance on Thursday. Like I'd have to fly to Perth and fly to Melbourne in time for Hawthorn Collingwood. It was so tight. I'm just like, it's not worth it. That's why I went to Gold Coast first. It's mad. If I landed in Sydney a day earlier in 2024, I would have been able to see an SCG game back then. And then I would not have had to go to Sydney at all. I would have just flown straight to Esperance. But I got a great game out of it. High scoring. Flippin' heck. It's a mad amount of goals in that game. And then Sydney Sweeney was there. I didn't see her, but she was there. I got comments saying, "Did you see Sydney Sweeney in the crowd?" I'm just like, do I look important to you? How am I meeting Sydney Sweeney? You think I'm allowed in that area? Where are these headphones? Are they here? Forgot to render a video. I was meant to render a video every quarter time. I completely forgot to do it this quarter. Alright, that's done. You got back 12 days ago, still feel like you haven't recovered? Seemed like a sort of job. Yeah, we're gonna take like a relaxing holiday place on the beach, no editing, no tours. Yeah, probably in future, but I just I like sharing my travel. I like sharing my travels, so that's why I do it. I like showing what I do. I've been like that since I was a kid, really. Even with like part of the reason I even started YouTube was because I wanted people to see my gameplay clips. Look at this cool thing I did, guys. So I'm the same with holidays. Like, I like to travel for myself, but I also like to show it to people. And YouTube's a great place for that, so. The main part that's stressful is, actually editing. Actually getting those videos, especially in my recent. I don't know what's up with my laptop, but it takes ages to recognize my phone's files. Like, it will load up to it loads iPhone clips in folders, like 1 month per folder. It loads up to August 2025. I gotta either just wait a long time, or I gotta just keep reconnecting, disconnecting until it comes up to an updated month. Like, nothing's. I've never wanted a MacBook, but trying to edit iPhone clips on a Windows laptop makes me want a MacBook. Like, it doesn't even recognize the damn. It doesn't even load all the files, for flip's sake. But yeah, but because I gotta edit, it does take away from my sleeping time. But it doesn't take away from just relaxing and stuff. Relaxing in a hotel, yes, that's what it takes away from. Yeah, it might be a factor, yeah. It's the same laptop I've carried along every holiday since I started travelling 2022. In May... Oh, it is May. It's now 4 years of travelling. 4 years of travelling. Next May would mark 5 years. Big mark for Lewis. Oh, why did they take an off him? Wait, what? What was that for? Why was that kick to the Saints, huh? Because I googled my iPhone issues and it said like, oh, it's because your storage might be close to full, and it is close to full. Definitely now, but all the crocodile clips I haven't deleted. I had to delete the flippins. I had a 15-minute clip of Snoop Dogg at Grand Final. I deleted that just to vlog on Sunday for Arsenal's celebrations. That's how much I'm struggling with storage. But then when I connect to my PC, which obviously is also Windows, it doesn't have the same issue. It loads everything up to recently. It loads every single photo and video I have. So I'm just like, what's my laptop doing then? Do you have a globe or map of the world with pins? I haven't, but that would be a good idea to get. Golda Koning. I've got something to like. What's the app called? I don't know. It's on my phone somewhere. It's just an app called Bean. Bean, BWN, just where I've been. Yeah, yeah. It's just basically just you just mark the countries you've been to. That's literally all it is. I've done 8% of the world apparently, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not updated it because it says 5 continents out of 7. I've done 6, mate. Yeah, I've not updated it since 2025 then. 2024. I've not played it since 2024. I need to get on that. Oh, damn it. Go Hardwick. One more goal, please. I would like 100 points. Bloody beautiful goal, mate. What was that from Banfield? Including transits, apparently it's 12% of the world. 25 countries. Not bad. Yeah, good mate. Yeah, it's a big win. We've been all over them. Apart from the third quarter, but yeah. Okay, damage was done in the first half. Windhager. Nice. There you go, another one back. Excuse me. Excuse me. 10 minutes to go. Here come the Saints. What is that? That's like the first free kicks of the game. Yeah, some interchange infringement stuff, yeah. Finally. Finally, 100 points. Ooh. Mr. Mitchell is very happy. No idea, ask. That's something you have to ask. Ask our coaching staff. Is that where the infringement was? Is that where they hit the limit? Or was it earlier than that? So bloody hot in this room, man. Nice one, Watson. That's another. How many celebrations? I mean, there was a big one on Tuesday when we won the Premier League, and then there was one on Sunday when we lifted the Premier League. There's a parade this Sunday, which I'm going to. You got to get there at like 7 a.m. to get a good spot. It's going to be packed. But it all depends on Saturday. Saturday night we got a big game with champions of England, but we've got a Champions League final on Saturday. Something we've never won, but it's the chance to be champions of Europe for the first time ever. If we manage to pull that off, then the celebrations would be a lot bigger. And I think they're going all night on Saturday night if we do win that game. So, really hoping that happens. Have I got A426? No. Got no intention of buying it. Found it looked more like a riot. It definitely wasn't a riot. It was just a full-on celebration around the stadium, all along the streets. It was packed up. Even the roads near the stadium were blocked, and there were like 2 trucks for a supermarket delivery just stuck there, and they couldn't move. There were cars that can get through, but those trucks were done. There was a little truck that managed to turn around. But there's a couple of trucks from another supermarket, M&S, that like, was just stuck there in the road. Just couldn't move. What on earth was that, Silvani? And some of these kicks today. Yeah, so the team we're playing is better than us. They are pretty much the best team in the world. I mean, they are. They've got by far the best attack in the world. They've got a strong midfield and a very good defence. They are the champions of France, and they've got some incredible football players. And one of their players is literally World Player of the Year. So it's going to be very tough. We are underdogs, but we have got a chance to win. It's a one-off game. Anything can happen. We would not be the first underdog to win that competition. It has happened before. But we're going to have to be perfect. Like, absolutely perfect. Especially in defence. Big goal for Hardwick. Sort of like this game right now, it's the last St Kilda. Maybe. Maybe. I'm thinking of 2020. Richmond Geelong. Richmond like clearly the best team in the country at the time, best team in the league in the comp. But Geelong obviously a team, in a one-off game, strong enough to do something to threaten them, but in the end coming up short. I'd probably compare that. Like we'd be Geelong in that situation. Like we'd be a good team capable of doing something with the right game plan, but ultimately we're playing against the most dominant team. But I hope we win. We reached one final of that competition in 2006. We were 16 minutes away from winning. We're winning 1-0. We had 10 men. We had a red card. That was ultimately our downfall. And then we lost 2-1. Our goalkeeper got sent off. So we had to bring on our reserve goalkeeper and obviously get one of our outfield players off, because you're obviously down to 10 men. We subbed off one of our best attackers, and obviously had to sacrifice someone, because you can't play with their goalkeeper. That's just it's not in the rules. You have to play with a goalkeeper. If your goalkeeper gets a red card, you have to bring another goalkeeper on, and someone else has to go off, has to be sacrificed. But even despite that, we were winning with 60 minutes left. But in the end, with 10 men, we couldn't hold on. And pretty much after that final, 20 years ago, exactly 20 years ago, 2006, it started our downfall. Like that was when we turned from a dominant team and we started going downhill. So it would be quite the poetic ending if we do win this year. But who we're playing in the final, PSG, we played them in the semi-final last year. I was at the home game. We lost 1-0 at home. They scored very early, and then we lost. In Paris, we drew 2-2. So over 2 games, over 180 minutes plus added time, we lost 3-2. Didn't get smashed, but it was still lost. And we were 3 goals down as well. They were winning 2-0 in Paris, then we scored 2 goals later. And we did beat them last year as well, in 2024, last season. But it's the fact we've never won it. We've never won that competition. They would just be huge if we did. It would be beyond legendary. I'm going to the Emirates because they're showing the game at the stadium. They're going to show a screening for it. The screens will be on the pitch, and you'll be sitting in the stadium seats. So I booked a ticket for that. If we win, I might not go home, because the parade's at 2 p.m. the next day, and if we win the Champions League, my days, people will be out there like 6 a.m. already. It'll be packed up at 6 a.m. And they'll be partying all night, so I might just stay in the area. All night. Well, the game is over. Hardwick, go! $52-point win, I'll take it. How much ticket to this match? What, Champions League? Well, to the actual stadium. The game's in Hungary. Well, someone got a ticket for £370. Probably one of the cheaper ones. It doesn't say like the official prices. They can go up to like £1,000, I think. For like, you know, for official tickets. Obviously, resellers will sell them for a lot more. If there are resellers, which there will be. But yeah, that is it. I am off. No more streams rest of the round. Tomorrow I got overtime at work, and Saturday, just in case, if Arsenal do win on Saturday, then I'd be staying up all night. So if I wake up early in the morning, and then yes, I'd rather sleep for a bit longer, to be honest. So that's what I'm planning to do, and head straight down to the Emirates. If we lose, obviously, then I'll just say I should have streamed Saturday morning. Because if we lose, I'll go home, then come back at 8 AM or something for the parade. But yeah, we'll see. Next week will probably be the last streaming round, because rounds 14 to 21 we are not streaming at all for AFL because of the World Cup. But I might be able to do Western Bulldogs Adelaide on the 11th in round 14, because that is before the World Cup starts, and it won't affect my sleeping schedule that much because it's one game. But it's possible I could stream that game on Thursday night in round 14. But yeah, round 13 you got Adelaide Geelong, Hawks Bulldogs, one more Hawks game. Won't be doing West Coast Port because the game is too late. I'll not be able to finish it. Then there's Essendon Carlton. I am off on Monday, so you never know. I could do Collingwood Melbourne on Monday, but I have to probably stay up all night if I do that. Even if Arsenal win, I will probably stream. Just because like I won't be streaming again to round 21, so I feel like I gotta, as long as I'm available, I'll just, you know, because it's just before the World Cup, I'll be doing. Yes, I'll probably still stream round 13, even if Arsenal win the Champions League. But yeah, and then after Bulldogs Adelaide, the next game would be Collingwood Geelong in round 21. So crazy part. Yeah, I'm definitely not banging AFL 26, mate. Yeah, that is all. I think I've said a few times I'm not banging AFL 26. So yeah, I think Adam's just requesting random things, because when I went to Darwin, Adam commented you should go to the Hawthorn. You should go to the. Wait, what game was it? Where was I? Yeah, Hawthorn Melbourne, I think he said. And I'm just like, I'm in Darwin, mate. I've already left Melbourne. I was there for 3 days. But yeah, that is all from me. I'm off. The Hawthorn. I hate this ladder. It doesn't, like, as soon as the game ends, it resets the ladder to the game before the game. Then it takes a while to reset again. It's very weird. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.